for being here. So, when I was deciding the subject for my final presentation, I had a lot of issues because I didn't know what to talk about. At these conversation clubs, there are a lot of different people, like younger people, older people, some might be single and some might be married. So I wanted to talk about something that may be interesting for most of us. So I decided, or I thought, that one thing that everybody does is going on vacation, and it is almost summer. So when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of TV and a lot of movies, and most of them were TV shows from the United States or from England. So most of the cities that were there were cities like New York or San Francisco or London or places like that. So like my biggest dream was to go and visit all of those cities, and I still want to go there, but I don't know why, or I don't know when. With time, I realized that here in Mexico we have a lot of beautiful places, and most of us don't know or haven't visited all of those places. So I decided, and I felt kind of sad or bad because I wanted to visit some other countries without even knowing my culture and without knowing my city or my country. So I'm going to give you some examples of what I'm talking about. You may think that this is a chapel or a church that is in, I don't know, Europe, maybe Barcelona or something like that, but no, this is a church in San Miguel de Allende, actually like a cathedral. If you're one of the people that like going to the sea, swimming pool, sunscreen, and all that, you might like a place like this, or this. And you might think that these are the Fiji Island, or the Bahamas, but no, this is actually Isla Mujeres at the Caribbean, at the Mexican Caribbean. If you are one of the people that like kind of mysterious places, or places that are in or inside of forests, or just walking everywhere, this might be something that you like. And this is the Huasteca Potosina. It's a very famous garden, and it is really, really, really spectacular. Or this. The first thing that you might see is a mill, and you might think that you are in Holland, but actually not. This is a park in Monclova. And for example, here it is always hot and it is always sunny. So I used to go on vacation with my family once a year, but we always went to the beach. And I like the beach, but I always dreamed about going somewhere with snow. And this is really, really close from here. This is Chihuahua. So I decided to talk to you about a place that I just recently visited and that I really, really, really enjoyed. And then you might have heard about it, or even some of you might have visited. And it is the Chepe train. So, the Chepe is a railway that goes from Chihuahua. Well, the name is Chihuahua Pacifico Railway. And when it was built, or when it was inaugurated, it was, the acronym was the CH for Chihuahua and P for Pacifico. So people started, if we try to say those words in Spanish, we might say Chepe. So that people start calling it like that, and it remained as a name. It is an important railway that goes at the northwestern of Mexico, and it links the two states that are there, Chihuahua, from the city of Chihuahua, and Sinaloa until the city of Los Mochis, that is for passengers, and it goes until Topolobampo if they are transporting things. So this path, or this way, goes up to 673 kilometers, and it goes through the whole Sierra Tarahumara. So, because of the difficulty for its construction, the Chepe is considered a masterpiece of Mexican engineering. It is here in Mexico. It is the only railway that transports passengers, and it has been considered one of the 10 most spectacular train journeys of the world. One thing that, well, as it is a touristic destination, more or less, or approximately 200,000 people visit the Chepe train every year. And one thing that most of the people don't know is that Ferromex, that is a company that works the train, also use the train to give social service. People with limited resources or even tarahumaras are led to go up the train, and they only have to pay 20% of the ticket. So it's nice. So the history of the Chepe. The whole idea of building this train began in 1880 when the President of Mexico was General Manuel Gonzalez. He gave the concession to an American guy named Albert Kingsley, and they started with the process of getting this train, but they didn't realize how hard it would be. So, as I told you, it goes all the way to the Sierra Madre Occidental, so you can imagine how difficult was to get the materials there and everything. So actually it took almost 90 years to get the train or the railway built, and it cost more than $100 million to build it. But it has 37 bridges and 86 tunnels made of steel and concrete. And actually one of the bridges is or was built 2,400 meters over the sea level. So, taking there the materials, the access to the region, and the extremity of the weather made this like a really difficult thing to build. But finally, on November 24, 1961, President Adolfo López Mateos inaugurated the Chihuahua Pacific Railway, and even till now, it is the only terrestrial option if you want to go from Chihuahua to Los Mochis. There's no other way but this. So, this is the whole path of the Chepe train. It starts there in Chihuahua and it stops in Los Mochis. Every single day of the year, there's a
departure.
There's a departure from Chihuahua to Los Mochis. And if you take the train in just one, without going down, it takes you, well, you start at 6 a.m. and you will be at Los Mochis at 9 p.m. on the same day. So it has 15 stops, and most of them, you can go down the train in every stop, but the ones that are the most famous for the things that they offer are these ones. Cuauhtémoc, because it's a place where it's the biggest Mennonite community. Crip, because it's a pueblo mágico. Divisadero, that it is where you can see the Barrancas del Cobre or Copper Canyon. Posada Barrancas, where that is famous for the hotel that is at the very risk. Temoris, El Fuerte, that are also considered pueblos mágicos, and Los Mochis, that is the end. So, I would like to, there are two ways to take the Chepe. I already told you that this is a 673 way, and this is the Chepe Regional. It is the whole way, and it goes through the whole Sierra Tarahumara from start to end. And here, you can have 15 stops. You can go down anywhere you want, and this route you would pass through the 37 bridges and the 86 tunnels. Or if you don't have all that time, and if you prefer like more comfortable way, you can choose the Jet Express. This one only goes from Cril to Los Mochis, and it has only 350 kilometers path. And it only has 3 stops, that is El Fuerte, Divisadero, and Cril. So this is how the train is from inside. These are like the seats from the tourist class, the one that is the complete one. They are really comfortable. They have air conditioner, and all the windows are panoramic, so you can see the whole thing. This is how you see. It has its own restaurant. You can eat there. And this is how it looks. I don't know if you heard about it, but recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, it was at the news because it was inaugurated a new one. Then it was the executive class, and this is the way it looks. It's really fancy. It has 48 comfortable seats. The other one has 64, so they are kind of. I mean, they are not uncomfortable. They are really nice, but these ones are nice. And they also have panoramic windows. They have 4 HD screens and luxury restrooms. I don't know what does mean, but luxury restroom. It also has a bar, and it has a terrace where you can drink and eat your food while you are looking at everything. So it's really nice. So, during the whole way, there are a lot of things that you might want to know. I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to talk to you only about the ones that are more famous. And the first of all is Los Mochis. Los Mochis is the third most important city of Sinaloa, and Mochis means place of turtles. There are a lot of things that you can do there. There's at Sinaloa, there's a botanic garden, and it is really famous because it is really big. It has the biggest cactaceae collection of all the country, and it has also like 60 or more bird species. It's really amazing because it is like, I don't know, sometimes we feel, or at least I, that we're living like in a concrete jungle. So sometimes you need a place where it is really nice and calm and surrounded by nature and trees and just some other things. And this is the perfect place for it. Since you enter to this garden, it is like if you enter to a enchanted forest because of the bridge and how everything looks. So here in the botanic garden, it has like 5 sections, and every section has a different theme. And there you can find plants from that specific region, Sinaloa, or plants from the whole country, or even plants from different places of the world, like this one. And it is also a familiar place because there has an area where the little ones can play. There's an area where you can have picnic with tables and seats, and there's also a love tunnel if you go with your boyfriend. And also in Los Mochis, there's a very famous restaurant, that is a Spanish restaurant, and you could have the best seafood while you have a complete view from the Topolobampo Bay. Also here in Los Mochis, there's the Topolobampo Bay. It is the 3rd biggest bay in the world, and it is also a dolphin's sanctuary. Here in Topolobampo, there is also an island called Bird's Island. Every year, more than 400 different birds, some of them native and some of them migratory ones, go there to this island, and during the sunset and during the sunrise, most of them are flying free at the sky, and it is quite a spectacle. So it is really nice. This is the Bay of Topolobampo, the dolphins. And this is Mabiri Beach. It is really famous because it has like a because of the sun. And also, el farallón. This is a farallón. It is a rocky ledge that it is 40 meters high, and it is the second highest in the whole world. Nearby the farallón, there's sea lions and dolphins, and you might do snorkel or skydiving or everything like that. And also, some of exotic birds like gulls or pelicans might nest on the top of the rock, so it's really amazing. Some other places you might visit is El Fuerte. El Fuerte was named Pueblo Mágico in 2009 for its many cultural, historical, and colonial attractions. This place was founded in 1563 by a Spanish conqueror named Francisco Ibarra, and the city, or the place, takes its name after this thing that was built. The Spanish people were always harassed, we might say, by the local people, so they built a fort, this one, in order to protect themselves from all the people. And it is really nice. Right now it is like a museum, and inside there's a lot of pictures and videos of the festivities and the things that are in town. This is the river El Fuerte, and it's really nice to walk there. You can go on trips on boats or just walking through that. It's really nice. You might have heard about the legend of the Zorro, and since 2007 there is a statue after him here in this place. The story says, or the legend says, that his parents, Diego and Maria, met at this place, and this was the city where he was born. They had a lot of business there, but they went wrong, so they moved to California. And after that, that's where he became the Zorro. But they did this statue in order to the bed in which he was born. This is actually the house in where he was supposedly living when he was a child. But right now it is a hotel, and it is really nice. It has a lot of gardens and a lot of trees and a jacuzzi, and I don't know, it has something that when you go inside there, you feel like you are somewhere else or in some other age. I think that the main attraction of the Chepe might be Barrancas del Cobre, or Copper Canyon in English, and it is a group of 6 distinct canyons in the Sierra Madre Occidental. The canyons were formed by 6 rivers, and they drain, the rivers merge into the Rio Fuerte, that was the one that we saw. And the walls of the canyon are color green or copper, and that's why the name of this. It is actually 4 times bigger in extension and 2 times deeper than the Grand Canyon. This is a photograph of that. There are actually, this is only part of it because it is so big that even in a panoramic photo, it couldn't fit. This is the plane. This is another photograph there. It's really nice. And this is where the Panamas is, actually in the bottom. And there are a lot of things, or a lot of activities that you can do there. And one of them is that you can go like in a tour or in a walk where they take you to the border of the canyon. That is actually where the Tarahumaras live. But these walks may take like between 3 or 4 hours, or between 3 to 8 hours. So it is kind of tiring. And I wanted to show you some of my photographs when I went. this February. This is me. You can go on the Cuatrimotos. This is part of the canyon. This is a tour in the Cuatrimoto that we made at the forest, and this is the chip. So there in the Copper Canyon, there's a place that is the Adventure Park. It is actually very famous because of the, well, one of the things is because of the restaurant. It has a terrace made of glass, and even the floor is made of glass. This is the floor, and this is the terrace. And the food is really nice, by the way. It is really famous because of all the activities that you can do there. It actually has one of the longest tirolesa of the world, the longest one. It is 2,653 meters, and it is named Sea Rider. If you are an adventure one, you might go there. It also has a cableway that goes on to 3 kilometers. And they have an activity that I didn't really like because I'm afraid of those things, but it is named Via Ferrata. So they go down rapidly, and they have these stairs like in the middle of nothing, just bending, like for almost 1 or 2 kilometers up. So it is really frightening, but there's people that do it. And this is a photograph from the slide of the adventure park. Here is where it is the cableway. This is the side liner, and the restaurant is actually here. So you can see the whole canyon. And this one is the Grisadero. Barrancas del Cobre, or Copper Canyon, is the canyon. The city, or where people live is like 5 or 10 minutes away, and 5 or 10 minutes away in car, but in the other way it is Divisadero. It only has like bending bridges where you can take a lot of photograph, and there is this really famous photo because of the localization. And also, outside this hotel, there are a lot of tarahumaras or tragamuris that are selling you everything they do. Another place of interest is Crib, that is also considered a magic town, and it is the entrance to the Serra Tarahumara. And this is where a lot of Mennonites and Tarahumara live, and it is really famous for all that handicraft that they are selling there. This is a photograph of Crib. And also, the whole Sierra Tarahumara is known for the waterfalls. This is one of the most famous. It is Basasachi waterfall. It has a 273 fall, and it's really beautiful. The legend says that there was a princess named Basasachi, and she was the daughter of the king Garamecha, and she was really beautiful, and she was already at age to become somebody's wife. So a lot of men wanted to become her husband, but in order to do that, her father put them tests. So nobody succeeded to any test, and actually they all died while doing those tests. So the legend says that Basasachi was really unconsolable, so she jumped and she died. So that shaman of the community made a home after her. The other one is the Piedra Volada waterfall. This is, and it is almost twice high from the Basasachi waterfall. This one is almost 500 meters tall. It is 473 tall, and it is really amazing. I I brought this photograph. This is a building. I don't even remember from where this is building, but it has 83 floors. And the waterfall from Piedra Volada, it is even higher than this building. So it is impressive. Another place that you should visit is the Areco Lake. It is really calm and it is famous because of the pond that it has that is in view. And you can do like picnic there, you can go on your boat, and you can go fishing, and it is really nice. So, these are just some of the places that you could visit if you take the Chepe train. And if you like it, then you might say, oh, I like it, but how much does it cost? These are the prices. If you remember, I told you about the Chepe Express. That was the one that is like half of the whole way, and it is the one with the new wagons that are really nice and fancy. And this is the price. If you are taking it from Los Mochis to El Fuerte or Greek, which is at the end, you might pay 6,000 pesos per person. If you want to do the whole, like, go and go back, you might pay 8,400. So it's expensive. And this is the other one. The other one that I told you that goes the whole way through the Sierra Tarahumara, or the Sierra Madre Occidental, and it has 15 stops. So you might say, I want to go only from Chihuahua to Crete, or I want to go only from Chihuahua to Divisadero, or something like that, and you would pay only for the places that you visit. For example, from Chihuahua to Posada Barrancas or Divisadero, you might pay 1,800 pesos. So I think that the experience of being just there, I have never went or traveled in a train, and it was really, really, really spectacular. It is weird but awesome that you wake up at a place like Chihuahua, that, for example, if you go there during winter, you might see a place full of snow, and that same day, well, at night, you might be at the beach eating shrimps. So it is really amazing, and I think that it is a place that we all have to visit at least once in our life. So I think that was all. So thank you for.
So we will continue with the questions. We're gonna start over there. One question, and then in the back.
Everybody has to do one question?
Yes, all of you have to make a question, the question that you want, okay?
If I don't have any questions.
Any question you want.
Well,
You choose a topic, whatever. Okay, a question please.
How money cost the travel around in the ship?
Like in the regular one or in the newest? In the regular one. The regular, did you really say
Like going and coming back.
going and coming, like going one way, it is 3,000, and well, from the very beginning, Chihuahua, to the very end, Los Mochis, 3,800, just one way. The way down and way up, it is almost 7,000
Per person.
per person, and it doesn't include anything. Just
You need to take your sandwich with you.
if you want to eat, you can eat there, but you have to pay for it. And if you want to drink, you have to pay for it. That in the regular one, but because in the newest, it is more expensive, but it includes you one time of food with 3 times, like entrance, the main food, and the dessert, and all the drinks that you want to drink, but not alcoholic, like water.
But can you take with your own stuff with you?
The rule says that you cannot bring food or water or drinks with you, but we took them. You know, but
Like every Mexican, like in the cinema that you
we
take.
were just like we were like doing. I mean, I don't know. Nah, nobody can do anything.
Next.
What place do you want to go? But from Coahuila.
From Coahuila. After watching the photograph, I think that Monclova. They said that Monclova. They said that it is really hot, but I really like the park with the foliage. It looks really nice. Also because I have already gone to Cuatro Ciénegas and Paras, so I think that Monclova because I haven't visited, and it seems.
I have that. If you only want to go, like, I don't know, to Crete, you are there in Crete and how do you come back to Chile?
By train.
Like, you need to wait.
No, for example, from Chihuahua to the first cities like Crete or Cuauhtémoc, there are already streets. So you might go back. I think that there might be buses, but for example, after Divisadero, that is where Copper Canyon begins, there's no other way going to Los Mochis than the train. I mean, like terrestrial way, because you can go there in airplane or in helicopter or something, but there's no other way. If you go to Los Mochis, you have to go back on train or in airplane.
Next.
How was your experience in the train to Chile?
It was really amazing. I have heard about the train like for a long time ago, but I am not like a nature girl, so those kind of things didn't really were my hit. But I went there with a friend, and we went there because she went with her parents. So we wanted something, or she wanted something that might be also for them. So we went there, and it was fantastic. I really recommend it.
Did you do all the activities in Copper Canyon?
No, not all of them. First of all, because I was afraid, but also because we went there in February, and they received a lot of tourists during Holy Week, so they were giving maintenance to the Cableway and to the Via Ferrata. So even if we wanted to, we couldn't do it. But no, I only did the thing in Guatemoto, the pictures at the hanging bridges, and we went to the restaurant, and we went to a place where the Tarahumaras live, like a cave.
Because I am afraid that the Olesas
Yes, but
is very high.
no, but you can stay at the restaurant,
Yes.
or you can go to some other places, or in the Cotrimoto, or horse riding, or in bicycle. And there's also an activity that was new, that is in the forest. They had something named like an adventure at the high or something. And at the trees, there were like pending obstacles, and you could walk through them. If you don't want to fall like a kilometer, you can only go 10 meters.
No, thank you. Thank you.
What's your favorite activity in the
At the train?
train?
I think that it might be the Cooper Canyon. All of them, I think that that is one of the most interesting things of this tour. That all of the places that you visit are different one from the other. One has a waterfall, the other one has a fort, the other one has a Copper Canyon, the other one has a sea or the beach. So everything is different, but I think that because of impressive view and how beautiful it was. That's what was my favorite.
Do the people down the train in the station for tourism?
How?
Or only if I buy ticket only down
No.
in one station?
No, if you buy the regular one, the tourist one, you have the access to go down 3 times. You can go down the 3 times, so you can only use 1 or 2 without paying extra. But for example, in every stop, the train stops only 5 minutes. Only in Trisadero, it stops for 30 minutes, so you can go down and take pictures. But the other ones, you cannot go down because people, the 5 minutes is only for the people that is going up. So if you want to go down, you can do it. Actually, you can go down in every single stop. But for example, the ones that I told you are the ones that have hotels and things to do. You can go down, I don't know, in Viabuchi. There is a place where Macias live, and you can stay there in someone's house. But I think that there might be something, but the ones that are famous are the ones that I told you. But the train only stops 5 minutes. So if you go down at 3, you will have to stay there at least 1 night because the train is going back until the same hour, but the next day.
Did you do all the trip?
Yes, from Los Mochis to Chihuahua.
The duration is 15 hours?
Yes, from 6 a.m. to 9 o'clock, so 15 hours.
hours.
You do it like that. Yes, it's really nice.